back to another episode of Pedagogy Pods. Well, today we are here to speak to you about something that's imperative in today's day and age. We are just returning and reopening post conflict, and it's a good time for us to pause and think about where we are. Therefore, in this episode, we are focusing on conversations that we could actually drive within our schools. Do know, while post this conflict, students are not just coming back or to school, they're coming back to a place where they're moving out of their homes. Moving out of a home could be daunting at this time, and it could be confusing. We need to make space for conversations which could help address the confusion, the stress, the opinions, the kind of media exposure that they've had over the last few weeks.
I can't agree more than that. It's really a very, very crucial period where we need to address our students. We need to tell them because they are coming from all kind of, they're listening different kind of noises.
Yeah.
They are listening where elders are speaking something else. Somebody is saying something. Some TV media reports are coming, some newspapers are saying something, so they're not able to understand what is going on.
Yes, and unmanaged exposure.
Maybe emotions.
Yeah, and heightened emotions are what they would have experienced over the last few
and
weeks.
for them it is difficult to understand it on their own.
Yeah.
So schools and teachers need to come ahead.
Yeah, we need to have a pragmatic approach towards it. And I posted an article on
Yeah,
LinkedIn.
I read that. That's such a meaningful article.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
such an insight.
Exactly. So, we have to have an approach about dealing with such situations. So, what we're going to talk about today are the 3E approach, that is, engage, equip, and empower. So, that's the approach that we suggest that you could have at your schools. When we talk about engaging, engage them in conversation. It's an important topic to talk about.
Because sometimes we just try to avoid their emotions, their thought processes, just be quiet and let us study and let us start our syllabus is getting this thing.
Yeah,
and,
as if everything will get diluted.
Just say, just keep quiet and let us
the
go
noise will
ahead.
die down.
But inside, the noise is not died down. Noise is still there, so we need to address that noise.
Yeah, there's a lot of unrest there.
So engaging is very important.
Yeah, therefore it's a good idea to engage them in conversation. And I think this engagement should begin with the school leader addressing the entire, not just students, the teachers, the staff, everybody. Because I think as a school leader, it is our responsibility to be able to handle, address, and show paths to others, to know what values to adhere to, what kind of management of emotions that is required, and also show them the path ahead and show them the positivity ahead, and probably show them help them become a better citizen of tomorrow. Right?
I'm comparing with that some of our military people or heads of the military were addressing us.
Yes.
We were in such an unrest condition, and when we used to sit and see what they are saying, what is the meaning of this thing, where we are going, then we used to calm down ourselves.
You're so right.
So in the same way, if the principal or director addresses students, that starts a path.
Absolutely, and it just shows you the way. So while you are talking as a school leader, you are making space to say you've come to a place which is a school, and we make sure that this is for your safety and well-being. We're trying to bring you back over here in a certain manner. There are certain policies, procedures that quickly come into play. It creates confusion, conflict, it creates anxiousness, it creates a little bit of anxiety to say, why is this happening?
Why is this happening, and what is happening, and how shall I react, and why elders are reacting in some
an unpredictable future as to what's going to
manner,
happen
and
next.
some neighbor is saying something, and my father is saying something, and mother is thinking something. Somebody is scared, somebody is ready to fight. So what is going on around them? What environment they are facing is a challenge for them.
And please acknowledge that these things are happening. They are a reality. While you do that, a neutral tone is very important. No taking sides, no biases. And I'm sure as a school leader, you know better than us how to carry forward these conversations. Now, I feel that this should actually also be coupled with equipping both educators and students to be able to deal with it. So, teachers always have a great connect with their students and a direct connect, while the school leader has it with everybody, every soul on the campus. I think school teacher or a class teacher has a special connect with the students. Every subject teacher has a special connect with the students.
Yeah, definitely. On a lighter note, I will tell you that something when the class teacher tells anybody can say anything, but my teacher has said so, so I will go by this.
Exactly.
So class teacher has
There's a kind
special
of a
connect.
trust, there's kind of a bond that you have. So
Mhm.
therefore, I think this is a great opportunity for teachers to build, I think, this bond stronger. Build it on a base of empathy. Build it, move it from conflict to peace. Show them the path to choose, and they're taking mindful decisions or not. They must be able to differentiate between misinformation, misleading, I
Because
think
there's
opinions, and
Mm.
also
there's an overload of
there's an
information,
overload of it.
Meenakshi.
Yeah.
In this age of media, in
Yeah.
this age of social media, everybody has different opinions, and it's kind of we as elders are also very confused whom to believe, whom not to believe. Has this happened or has this not happened?
Exactly.
So students must be confused. So they should be guided in a way that they can choose between the real information and the fake information and how to go by it.
Media literacy is what
Media
you're talking
literacy
about.
is I'm talking
So computer science teachers pause to talk about media literacy. Language teachers help students emote through writing poetry, making connections with stories about wars. That it's just not where the conflicts have happened. How conflicts have been a part of our history. It is about the way we deal with it that matters. More.
matters, yeah.
History teachers or social sciences teachers, please come forward to share ways to deal with these kind of confusion, and how on the other side we come out stronger with more clarity. And I feel that music is a beautiful piece, sports is a beautiful piece to actually promote peace, unity, uh, patriotism, and also the right way of thinking. So, and I think everybody needs to act mindfully, have their own piece to lend towards bringing the balance back into our classrooms, and that's how we are going to equip ourselves and our students with the right way to deal with the conflict.
We are at such an edge as a school, but because we have all kind of people, history people, music people, so we are filled with that kind of staff. So we should work as a team.
You're absolutely
It
right.
won't
I
be
think you're
taken
right.
lightly. It should
Yeah.
we should make a plan to work as a team.
You used a beautiful word. You said we have an edge. We have an edge because not every family will have experts from
Experts
different
are
fields,
from different
right?
fields. Language
You
teacher
have-
can ask them to write. The music teacher can make tunes on that, and they can express this thing on in assemblies. So we have platforms as well as people
Yeah.
to make them
To express.
think, make
Yeah.
them sing, make them express themselves, and technology is there.
Yeah,
So,
you're absolutely
so
right.
everything is there, and we need to have a specific goal,
Yeah.
specific plan that we need to address our students in a way where they will be more mature.
Yeah.
They can think about it. They can think anything. It's there, this thing, but a school should or teachers should guide them.
Yeah.
Guidance is most important at this age.
Yeah, and whatever you have said right now makes so much sense, because I feel that you're also empowering students by doing all of this. So you're not just equipping them, you're empowering with the
Your
power.
3 E's are so beautiful. It's so systematically it goes.
Yeah, they
Engage,
just fell in place.
equip and empower. It's
Yeah.
so nice.
You see, whenever you have a planned approach towards anything,
Mhm.
I'm sure you've put in a lot of thought in it. Now, while I talk about empowerment, I also want to put emphasis on the importance of reflection as a part of empowering. You've said, as a school leader, you've said many things. As teachers, you have given them multiple experiences from various engagements that we've just spoken about. But I think it is for you to see how you have perceived that. How are you unpacking whatever has been shared with you? And you can actually get a peek into a child's mind only through reflection. So reflection is a huge piece.
Yeah, and you already know them. You have already you have that privilege of.
Correct.
So
And I think language can be a beautiful medium.
beautiful medium
for
So,
reflection.
yeah. You can write dialogues, or you can write about how a history teacher can relate with that that how the peace was maintained in earlier wars.
Excellent. And also probably
and
journal writing on an everyday basis, because this
and
is
why
not
it is
one day.
important to go on a war. Why did we do that? Because some students are very sensitive.
Yeah.
They think, what is happening, what will happen next,
Yeah.
will we die, will
I'm
we
one of
survive?
those.
Yeah. it's really a
Yeah.
situation for everybody,
Yeah.
actually. So
And we are very uncertain of how to
uncertain.
handle these situations.
Handle these situations, but I think the whole motive is to empower them
Yeah.
and to make them citizens of a country which are very very um, they can think clearly.
Absolutely. No,
They-
I think
they
I'm
are not
absolutely with you
biased.
there. Yeah.
They're not biased, or they are not emotion driven all the time.
Yeah.
That we are going there and we will do this and
Correct.
do this, and they should be balanced.
There's a time and place and age for that.
Age for that.
However, I feel, in empowering, all of these conversations really help a child reflect on who we are, what should we be, and also gives me a direction towards where should I move further. And reflection could be in any format of their choice. It doesn't always have to be writing. It could be journal writing. Because again, this is not going to happen on 1 day or 2 days. This is a continued conversation over the next many weeks that we must have, and make space for it. And while we do that, we have to actually look back to know that we are still maintaining the values that we are trying to inculcate to them. We are still driving the same set of principles, thought process that we actually aim towards. Not going too much into it, but I think the right amount of inputs are very important at this stage. Everybody around is confused, is scared, and I think it is upon us as a school community to come together to make space for safe conversations and look forward to creating safe spaces. Yeah?
Lovely.
Nothing more than that.
Nothing.
I think we're going to pause here. Leave it for you to take the correct action, and we know you will. Do share with us your stories, because there are many schools who are looking for ways in which how are you dealing with this, especially in the regions that are affected regions. And I call upon many of our school leaders who I know have been addressing their students. Do share your snippets, your thoughts and comments with us. It always is good to empower each other with all of this.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Have a very safe day ahead. Bye-bye.